Have you ever wondered how to keep clients coming back for repeat business or to get new business opportunities from them through referrals? Well, today I'm going to introduce to you the simple, straightforward, number one tool that me and my team use that has helped us to become one of the top producing teams in all of Northern California. Are you ready to learn more? Let's go. Hey everyone, Michael Jin here, your Bay Area partner in real estate, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I focus on three things. Number one, everything related to real estate in San Jose and the surrounding markets. Number two, helping agents grow and scale their business. And number three, teaching agents how to effectively lead not only their own teams, but themselves as well. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on all the content that I put out. And if you could do me a huge solid and like this video, I greatly appreciate the show of support. Now let's get into the simple, straightforward, number one tool that me and my team use to help us with repeat clients and referral business. So the number one tool that me and my real estate team use to help us with repeat clients and referral business is called the All About You form. Now this is a simple survey that we create in Google Forms, and we send it out to all our clients after each transaction. It collects basic information from them like their name, their birthday, contact information, but it goes beyond that as well. And we ask them about, what they enjoy doing in life. What are their favorite foods, places to eat? What's their favorite drink? Do they have any pets? Do they have any other hobbies that we should know about? We also ask them for some basic information about their spouse and their kids as well. Now, why is this important? Well, we all know that in the real estate business, the key to repeat and referral clients is twofold. Number one, you got to do a really good job with your client the first time around for them to use you again. And number two, you have to maintain and sustain and grow that relationship with them. And the All About You form really enables you to do that. So how does the All About You form do this? Well, it does it by providing very just natural points of connection with your client throughout the year, even after you've done a transaction with them. So let me give you a couple of examples. Let's say my client, I know their birthday through the All About You form, and I also know through the form that they love Starbucks as their favorite drink. So then every year on their birthday, what I'll do is I'll send a gift card to them for Starbucks, and I'll send them a birthday card too, wishing them happy birthday. It doesn't cost me much, but for my client, it creates that continued connection with them because they know like, hey, Michael remembered when my birthday was. Michael also remembered that I love Starbucks. Like this is an agent that pays attention to me, and this is an agent that I can continue to work with. Another example could be, through the All About You form, maybe I know my client really loves the Golden State Warriors. So then randomly tonight, I could text them and be like, hey, I remember you love the Warriors. When do you think Steph Curry is going to break Ray Allen's record for all-time three-pointers made in NBA history, right? So my point is, it's a very natural conversation starter with your clients, even after you're done with the transaction. If I didn't have the All About You form, I wouldn't know exactly how to follow up with them outside of, the traditional methods of following up with your clients, which is to send them updates like, here's how the market is doing. Here are some tips for what you can do to help you with spring cleaning. Now, while these pieces of information might be important, it's not customized to your client. It's boring. And so when they see it, they could easily forget it, and you don't stay top of mind with your client. However, if you have something like the All About You form and you know more things that are catered to your client, even if they don't respond, you make an impression with them. So in summary, what I'm trying to say is not just information is power, but custom information is power. And the more you have of that with your client, the more you're able to stay top of mind, be memorable to them for the next time they have a real estate need. So now that you know a little bit more about the All About You form, let's go step by step through how you can create one for yourself and start using it for your business. And if you ever need help, feel free to take a look at the link that's embedded in the description of this video. It'll take you to my full All About You form that you can feel free to use and customize for your clients. All right, so we're going to get started building out our own All About You form in Google Forms. So the first thing we're going to do is go to forms.google.com, and it'll take you to a screen similar to what you see on mine here. And we're going to go ahead and click a brand new form that's blank. So in a blank form now, what we can do is we can start populating it with the questions and the content that we need for our All About You form. So first off, I'm going to start by titling this survey. I'm going to call it All About You. And underneath that, I'm going to put a short description, just thanking the clients for taking the time to use this to fill out the survey and letting them know why it's of value to both them and to me. So I'm going to go ahead and rather than take up too much time, I'm going to paste in what I've already done for my form. And you can feel free to copy mine if you choose to, or customize it to your own. And now we can go ahead and just start adding questions to our survey. So I'm going to start by adding some basic background information that I want to know about my clients. So your full name. And once I do that, Google does a cool thing here. Google tries to predict the type of answer that my question is going to require. And so in this case, as with most of the questions in this survey, the answer type is going to be short answer, which only requires a few words to input by the user. Now, the other thing I want to point out here is if you want to make a response required by your client, you can toggle this little button in the lower right-hand corner. You'd have to do this for each question that you want to require. However, for me, when I did my All About You form, I didn't require any responses because I didn't want to feel like I was forcing my clients to have to give me information if they didn't feel comfortable doing so. So now our first question is done. And we can go over to the right. There's a little vertical toolbar here. And the very top button is going to be add a question. So we can click that to add our next question. So I'm just going to put in preferred name to be called. And again, Google defaults to what type of answer it thinks this question will need. And then I can go on and ask my next question. And for this, I'll say date of birth. Now for this one, because it's a date, Google defaults the type of answer to a date. So when the client goes to answer this question, they'll be able to select what their birthday is on a calendar. And then I will go ahead and add one more question, and that's going to be phone number. And that's basically how you populate your All About You form with questions. All right, so now that we're done adding some questions into our All About You form, I'm going to show you how to create sections worth of questions. Now, this is important because this allows you to bucket your questions into different categories. So to do so is pretty simple. You go to your All About You form, go to the last question that you created. And again, on the right-hand side, there's a toolbar. And on that toolbar, the very bottom button is an Add Section button. So go ahead and click that. And bam, a new section is created. Now for this section of questions in my All About You form, I like to ask some basic background questions about my client's spouse or partner. So I'm going to title this Spouse, Partner, Significant Other. And now I'm ready to add questions to this new section. And again, going over to the right to the vertical toolbar, clicking that top button to be able to input my first question. And I'm going to ask the same questions that I initially asked of my client. So full name, preferred name to be called, date of birth, and finally, phone number. And so now my second section is complete. And if I want to create another section, I go ahead and do the same thing. Click on the last question in this section, go over to the right and click the bottom button in the vertical toolbar to add a third section. And so the third section in my All About You form is getting to know the clients a little bit more. So I'm going to title this Fun Facts About You. And I'll continue to add questions to this new section. And that's basically how you create sections in your All About You form. All right, so now that we're done adding questions and creating sections of questions in our All About You form, I'm going to show you next how to customize the look and the feel of your All About You form to match your business branding. So to do that, we're going to go all the way up to the top of the All About You form. At the very top right, you'll see 4 icons. I want you to go ahead and click the leftmost one that says Customize Theme. Now this is going to open up a series of options, and you'll see header, theme color, background color, and font style over on the right-hand side. All right, so the first customization option we have is going to be adding a header to our survey. And the header is actually also the most important customization option. And that's because you get to choose an image here to upload that sits at the top of your survey that represents your full business branding. Let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. So here's my full All About You page. And as you can see at the top, I've uploaded an image that has all my social media handles, a link to my real estate website, my photo, my name, as well as the areas of real estate that I'm involved in. And so for very small real estate, I'm maximizing the amount of information that's available to my clients about me and my business as they're completing this form. So to upload the header, go ahead and click on Choose Image. You're gonna click on Upload. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drag my pre-created banner into this area, and it's gonna automatically upload for me. Now, one thing I wanna note about this is that Google's very picky about the dimensions and the size of your image. So when you're uploading anything into the header, make sure that it's 1600 by 400 pixels. Once it's uploaded, it'll display here, and all I have to do is press Done. It'll think for a little bit, and then it's gonna populate and show up in my All About You form. Now that we've updated our header, the next thing we're gonna do is update our color to match our business branding. So to do that, we're gonna start with the overall color scheme first, which is gonna be the theme color. You're gonna wanna click on this custom color button, which is a little gray circle with a plus in it. And it's gonna take you to a color palette. And so at the very bottom, you're gonna scroll over to the right and select the base color that you wanna use. So let's say I wanna use purple. So I'm gonna stop right around here. And then if you go up to the big rectangle, go up into the corner, you'll see a little circle. And you can move that circle to select different shades of the color purple. So I'm gonna stop right around here. Now, one thing I'll say is if you have a specific color that you have in mind and you have a 6-character hex value to that, you can add it manually down here and the form itself will create that color for you. Will select that color for you, I should say. So here I'm gonna randomly pick out a 6-digit value, which actually happens to be purple anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this new purple with the hex value that I put in, and I'm gonna click Add. And so now you can see the main colors on top of my section are gonna change to whatever theme color I selected. Now, the next thing you can do is update the background color, which changes the shades on the sides and the blank area of your All About You form. So unfortunately, Google doesn't allow you to customize these background colors, but what it does is it provides you with 4 shades that are based off of your main theme color. So for this, I'm gonna choose the medium background color. And then finally, we can go down to font. And so Google provides 4 font options. Let me move my image away. So the 4 font styles are basic, decorative, formal, and playful. So for me, because I think the survey is a fun thing to do for clients, I'm gonna choose the playful font style. And that's how you customize the look and feel of your All About You form. All right, so now the last couple of things I'm going to show you with the All About You form is how to actually send it to your clients, and then also how to view responses once you receive them. So to send it to your clients, go to the upper right-hand corner. You're going to click on the big send button, and it's going to pop up a few options that you can use. You can send via email, you can send them a link, you can embed it in your website, or you can post it directly to Facebook or to Twitter. Now, for me personally, I like to use the link option because it gives me more flexibility, and I can share the link across a variety of different platforms, including all my social media. Now with the link, Google defaults to giving you a very long character string for a link. Now, one trick I've learned is to click on the button underneath that says shorten URL. And that shortens the link to something much more manageable. And when you click on copy, now you're ready to use the link and paste it in any of your social media platforms or other tools to share with your clients. Now to view your responses, we're going to go up to the top of the All About You form. And right now we have questions highlighted. So this is a section you want to be in when you're creating the questions for your form. To see responses, we're going to click on this middle button that says responses. Now, because this is a sample form, I don't have any responses yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to a live All About You form that my team has been using to show you what the output looks like. So here we have the responses for an active All About You form. And you can see in this one, we have 43 responses so far. And on this screen, what Google does is Google shows you who's responded and how they've responded for each individual question that's in your All About You form. Now, this view I don't find very helpful because it doesn't show you how one individual person responded. So to see it that way, what you want to do is go up here to the top right-hand corner across from the number of responses. You'll see an Excel icon, and next to it, you'll see 3 dots. Go ahead and click on the 3 dots and click download responses. Now, what this does is it downloads all the responses into an Excel file. And when you open it up, you're going to see something like this. So this has all of the responses from one client on each individual row. And so now you can use this. You can save this Excel spreadsheet for your own records and use it as your database, or you can post it into another database for you to review and act on in the future. And that's it, a step-by-step walkthrough on how to create your own All About You form and how you can start using it for your clients. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, feel free to take a look at the link that's in the description of this YouTube video. It'll take you to my fully completed All About You form, and you can feel free to use that and customize it to however you want when you're making your own All About You form. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you next time.